Hello, everybody. It is Rabbi Dov Chastain. I hope you're doing well. And I am here to record a video on how to remove lifts from a lift and cut shaver from Philips Norelco. Hey, look, those letters are backwards. That's okay. That's not going to really matter. So it's been many years since I wrote Kuntra Shiches Lo on the Isser of shaving with a tar and on the Inyan of beards in general. And in that time, koshershavers.org has ceased to exist. And they had a wonderful, user-friendly illustration of how to remove lifts from a lift and cut shaver. And many of the Gdolei HaPoskim who allow shaving with a triple head rotary shaver from Philips Norelco allow it either only once the lifts are removed or with select models, which do exist, that do not use lifts. But this model does. It's a fancy new one. So we're going to take a look at it. The only things I really have today, I've got my fancy tweezers here. Now, those aren't tweezers. I'll call them pliers. Not quite needle nose, so we'll see how they'll work. I'll probably use my tweezers a little bit more. It's not that hard to get these off. Let's do some unboxing. Here we go. Let's see here. Oop, that side's not open yet. There we go. That side is. Okay. Unboxing. Fancy new box. Okay. There we go. Wow. Comes with its own case. This one's a fancy one. All right, let's open her up. Okay. This one looks a little bit different. Looks like that. You've got a little release latch up here, I believe. And you can pull the top off. And you have your little shaver heads in there. We're going to unhook one of them and pull it out. We pulled it out. Here's your little screen. Just make sure you remember how it goes in there so that when you want to put it back together, you don't forget. And then you just untwist this little blue thing. Let's see, which way do we want to twist it? Twisty twist. Oh, actually, it fell right off into my hand. And then you'll pop out the blade itself. Here's our little blade. Okay, every single one of these blades actually has a blade and then has a little lift on it. Let's see if I can. First of all, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it because I don't know if it'll come into focus. But every single one of these blades has an actual hard metal blade and then a softer, more pliable metal lift underneath it, which is there to lift up lift up the hair and pull it into the screen, to lift it out of the root and pull it into the screen so that it gets cut even shorter. It gets cut at the root. So what I'll do is I'll take my tweezers here. I'm actually going to pop the lift out from underneath the blade, and then I grab onto it with my tweezers. And I have it in my tweezers now. And I am literally just going to pop it right off of there, pull it straight off, try to get it from the bottom so that you don't leave anything. And just pull it right off. And it should come right off because it's not made of very strong metal. Got to get it with a good grip. So this is why I brought my shmata with me. So you don't rip up your hands holding onto a metal razor while you pull this thing off. You yank it right off. And there it is, a little lift. And now you just keep going around and you do that each time. And it's really easy. You take the tweezer and kind of pull it out from being underneath the blade, because if it stays underneath the blade, it's very hard to pull it off. Then you grasp it itself, nice and tight. And so I'm holding it just by the lift right now. Hold it in that shmata and just yank it right on off of there. Here's another whole lift. Very flimsy metal, comes right off. You want to make sure to get it all the way down at the bottom of it so that you can pull the entire thing out. You don't want to leave any scrap pieces of metal in there, which could mess up the functionality of the device. I've never actually seen it affect the functionality, even in machines that I've seen that weren't cleaned out so well. But I don't like to do that because I like to do a good job. So once more, we'll do one more here. Here's our little lift. Then here's the lift itself. Pulled it out from underneath. I'm going to grasp it with the tweezers. Pull it out a little bit so that I can get a good grip on it. And then I'm gonna take my schmata, just yank that right on off there. Oop, didn't get it. Let's try one more time. Yank it right on off there. Got it. There it is. And you just go around. There's 3 of these heads. You go around, you pull off each of those lifts, and then your shaver is kosher to use, according to Rav David Feinstein and many other poskim. I hope that was useful for you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.